People are assuming that you make them look bad. Now, hear me out. This is what I directly channeled, and I strongly felt called to do a reading today. And this is going to be for my collective who have related to this, to where they have faced a lot of social isolation, where they may resonate with labels such as indigo child or empath, wounded warrior, light worker, or, take these labels for what it is. You don't have to choose those labels, but this reading is specifically for those who have done nothing to deserve the amount of social isolation and perhaps even bullying that they have faced. Maybe you could have faced a lot of situations where no matter where you went, you never fit in properly, you struggled to make friends, maybe you didn't even have any real friends growing up. So this reading will resonate strongly for these types of people. So where do I start? People assume you're making them look bad. Who are these people first? So we got the older man card. Either it could be literal, but most likely energetic. So take this as someone who is very traditional, set in their ways. Perhaps it's society itself, or some kind of controlling authority figure. Doesn't have to be, just take what resonates. Or perhaps some form of gatekeeping or control that was going on. So we'll start here. So this person or the situation, these people who assume you're making them look bad, they have a very lack mindset of where. So we got the financial pinch card, and we've got bag, something important such as a new job or raise. So they saw you intuitively. I'm getting that they saw you as someone valuable. More, this has come up in an earlier reading that I did. They've seen you more as a resource than an actual person. They saw you as an opportunity for them, for their lives to get better through you. It's energy siphoning, essentially. So this person is likely an opportunist who took one look at you and assumed, okay, she or he or you are there for a particular purpose. You are there to help them, to raise them up, to save them, whatever it may be. And things happened where they felt cheated and they felt like they didn't get their part of the deal. They didn't get what they wanted from you. And so either they planned to hurt your feelings, sabotage you, maybe even ghost you or walk out of your life for no reason. Let's say if you relate to situations where people have just sort of drifted off in your life and without explanation, you could have been nothing but kind to them, there for them, loyal, a very valuable friend. And let's just say you've had many moments where people have just walked away or acted very flaky and inconsistent. Most likely, these people were opportunists who were only befriending you to fulfill a specific purpose, or they wanted something out of you. Like they wanted the bag, like they wanted to get the bag. Because they saw you full of abundance, full of light, and we're getting onto that in a moment. That came up in the cards as well. And so they were hoping to get something they really did not get. And these were the main tactics that these people may have used on you, which is stubbornly opposing you, being in your way, making things more difficult for you, perhaps trying to control you excessively, or some sort of intimidation or bullying, designed to keep you small, designed to make you fear this energy, this bull energy. Maybe a little bit of aggression, or you've dealt with some bullying before, and this could be why, or one of the reasons why. So these people who were not energetically matched with you, they saw fit to punish you because they didn't like how your light triggered their shadows, which is the most simple way I can put it. And so that's how they wanted to punish you. Or most people went the passive-aggressive route, which is, basket reversed. It really made me think of these people either tried to discredit you, withhold love, withhold compliments, withhold as much as they could from you, and they never wanted you to realize your true worth. They never wanted you to realize that you deserve better people around you, or that you deserve better friends around you, real friends who are not, takers and leechers like they were. And so this sort of withholding and social exclusion was done on purpose, deliberately, as a tactic to hurt you, hurt your feelings. And I know this may seem difficult to accept, or it may seem like I might be exaggerating or whatever it is, but when people's egos feel bruised, and I've learned from experience, when they feel threatened by someone else, they'll actually stop at nothing to try and hurt the other person, turn against them, play all these games, use social exclusion in a way to make them temporarily feel more comfortable. And this is a very common thing that people end up doing. And so this is the situation. So these people's motives are as clear as day with tent and boat. Intuitively, I'm getting that they were only there for the moment. They were only there to gain something from you, to win. That was the only idea in their minds. And it's like, oh, this is very specific. I just got this. Maybe, and only take this if it resonates. It's probably might apply to one or two or few people here. These people may have even intended to, or hoped that you would lose all your money, and because the tent is making me think of like homelessness or something, and this, like the boat thing, they wanted to make you feel mentally unstable by their constant bullying and sabotage behaviors. But they didn't get what they wanted, or won't get what they want. And this is what they were seeing in you all along. So this says it all: 4-leaf clover, great good fortune, and horseshoe, good luck. So they saw you as a winning ticket, golden ticket. Oh, wow, with you, we could achieve this and that, and it's like people trying to come into your life to use your energy to manifest very specific things for them to stay on top, or to even kick you down a ladder, metaphorically speaking, like or push you off the mountain, because they always saw you as above them. And that's exactly what they found so threatening here, that they really wanted to withhold and never let you know this, how they really feel. So another thing they saw, not just what they could get from you, another thing they saw was that you seem to be very light-hearted in your energy, because the whale is in reverse, whale card. And these people may be trapped in victim mentality, or either they are very anxious or they are constantly worried over nothing, and they are jealous of the fact that that doesn't apply to you, that, or you seem so calm and gentle on the surface, and they hated that. They wanted to keep you hypervigilant, they wanted to keep you second guessing yourself, but it's like they hate, this is what they hate so much, they hate most of all the fact that they've tried to throw everything they could at you, and still you choose to keep positive, light-hearted. You are still doing well, like you're still healthy and you're still happy, and you're still having that good energy around you that they desperately wanted to take, deplete, drain. And now they feel like they can't rest, and now they're the ones, put in a temporary situation, literally, like, put themselves in a tent, okay, like, put themselves in an unstable situation. So yeah, first of all, I know it's very cliche to say, but it's so clear as day that these people really don't like the fact that you seem so peaceful, you seem to be doing so well. It really triggers them, it really makes them feel like they don't know what to do. That's the one thing that gets under their skin. Like, oh, how are you still happy? How are you still whimsy? How are you still positive? How are you still thriving no matter what we throw at you? Like, or like, how dare, like, a lot of people out here are very miserable. They feel inadequate on the inside. Rather than work on themselves and heal, they just end up hating everyone around them who dares to show up brightly, who dares to be positive, who dares to reclaim their power. Like, here, the number one advice is to never ever shrink or keep yourself small when these people are doing these tactics, whenever they're trying to isolate you. Because whenever you stay small, it keeps them happy temporarily, but obviously they're still miserable on the inside, like, no matter how happy they pretend to be. Because people like this, who are constantly messing with others, are rarely ever completely happy on the inside, or okay, because no one in their right mind would be this obsessive. And so the key here is to literally keep showing up, show up bigger, brighter, better. Like, if anyone's been telling you, oh, you need to be more humble, you're full of yourself, oh, you think you're all that, that is a telltale sign that you're much better than you think you are. Say you've been keeping yourself small and for so long you've been burdened by it, and people who are threatened by you, it doesn't matter how tiny you make yourself, how invisible you make yourself, they will always feel that light coming off you, no matter how much you try to hide it, and they will always have a problem. If anything, in my life, I was treated the worst when I was trying to be small and invisible. And the more I tried to hide, the more people would try their best to get a reaction out of me, try their best to intimidate me, bully me, try all these games. Because, you know, when the games actually stop, the one day you reclaim your throne. You sit there and you stand up for yourself every single time. Yeah, some people will call you crazy, too much, you're overdoing things, oh, you're so dramatic, oh, this, that, or they'll play victim. But I guarantee you, if you keep standing up to people, they're never gonna find a way in. They might try forever to try and, poke at like through the wall here and try to get your life messed up again, but it's wishful thinking on their part. They're delusional. They're never gonna get in. So this is the only way to protect your peace. You have to stand up to these bullies. You have to literally be like, okay, they don't like, this is just an example, they don't like the fact that I've put on eyeliner and it looks so good on me. Okay, I'm gonna go bigger, bolder, better. I'm gonna put on a full face of makeup. Okay, silly example, but like, yeah. So it's like whatever they have a problem with you about, oh, you're too quiet, say, yeah, and I am quiet naturally. What are you gonna do? Like, okay, you don't have to be, let's say, that defensive about it. That's a defensive response. But I've learned this in my own life. Whenever I've noticed this, whenever someone has tried to comment about my introversion in a bad way or saying there's something wrong with me for being too quiet, those people have always been the ones who later tried to sabotage me, turn against me, who never liked me in the first place. Because people who accept you for you and who are more aligned with you would never like say such silly things like, so what, like, oh, or if you're not too quiet, they'll say, oh, you talk too much, oh, you're too you're too bubbly, you're too ditzy. Yeah, ditzy is the word. Yeah, if you happen to be more extroverted, so either way, they say you're too loud, you're too quiet, you're too this, you're less of that. And I'm sure you'll find that in the future, whatever people have nitpicked you about and complained about, those will be the very things that will be celebrated about you. I guarantee you this. Once you choose your friends properly, once you align yourself with the right people, with the right energy, people will love these things about you. They will never say you're too much. They will never say, oh, you're too quiet. Oh, you're too bubbly. You're too ditzy. Oh, you need to grow up. Oh, you need to live in the real world. Blah, blah, blah. Once you find people who accept you for who you are. But right now, something else is coming up. You're still holding a lot of burdens and hurts from the past of all these times where you have been betrayed and people have used social isolation, they've used bullying, they've used passive-aggressive remarks, negging, manipulation. So you need to reclaim all the labels that they've tried to put on you, too quiet or too this, too that. Celebrate these things about yourself. Rather than say, for example, you're too quiet, think of yourself as someone who is very self-reflective. You are in your thoughts in a good way. You self-reflect more. Yeah, or you don't need to talk constantly to get attention or whatever it is in the room. You're not clingy, you're not desperate for approval like these people are. So yeah. So another thing, this contrast right here, clear as day. Like, look at this. So this up here, crying, struggling, dissociating, that's not you. That's not your energy that I pulled. That's these people who tried to belittle you, bully you, play games, socially isolate you. Now they're the ones feeling absolutely destroyed and horrible. And it's nothing you've done. And this is the contrast. Look at you. 9 of Pentacles. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Literally, you're aligned with where you're meant to be. You're seeing yourself now at your true value that these people tried to hide from you, that they were thinking, oh, I hope this, for example, I hope this diamond never realizes they're a diamond and you're the diamond here. Oh, I hope this person never realizes their true power. You know? Yeah. So now you have these people quaking in their boots. And these people are distressed. They might even say, not to you, but they might think to themselves, oh, why is collective making me look bad? But they're the ones making themselves look bad here. They're the ones refusing to, because these people are clearly hurting and they're refusing to do the inner work that's needed for them to have self-reflection, to heal. It's like a lot of people like this, they just want to suffer if it means they will continue being the victim here. So yeah, as I was saying, if it means that they can play the victim, throw themselves a pity party, they're pity party addicts. You heard it here first, literally. Pity party addicts. They're addicted to feeling sorry for themselves, addicted to being the victim, addicted to comparing other people to themselves and like, oh, why am I so inadequate compared to you, collective? Oh, why are you outshining me? Why are you this, that? And I guarantee you, if you're anything like me, you have never once tried to outshine anyone or compete with anyone. Like, the last thing for me personally I've ever tried to do in my life is outshine someone or even want to outshine anyone. Like, all I did was naturally show up as myself, be kind and open and sincere. And it's like these types of people, these situations, people thinking, oh, I'm all that, this is that. The key thing is this that I've learned: they're not reacting to your behavior. They don't care about that. They don't see it. They're blind to that. They're reacting to your energy, your innate natural energy that is up like there. And now they have tortured themselves with this self-imposed hierarchy. They are the ones thinking, oh, I'm at the bottom of the tower, I'm at the bottom of the ladder, and you, collective, you're up there, you're all the way up in heaven and I'm in hell. Like, yeah, kind of a bit dramatic examples, but this really puts it into perspective. So they've been trying to make you feel small your whole life because they can't take it. Like, they can't take the pain anymore, but it's not painful enough yet for them to take the leap of faith and change, to move towards change, because the pain of staying the same has to be far greater than the pain of change and what comes with it for anyone to actually change here. And as for me in my own life, this is how, like, okay, I've talked about this in my book, How to Survive a Glow Up. For me to finally heal and make changes in my life, I had to face the fact that me staying the same would have destroyed me. Me staying the same would have been so unbearably painful for me that I had no choice but to change, but to embrace this change, say no matter what, I'm showing up, I'm making changes, I'm healing myself, because anything is better than staying hurt like this. Anything's better than me crying my eyes out about other people and the way I was being mistreated my whole life, basically. And I was like, I really had to let go of the victim mindset of being a pity party addict, because I admit a part of that was in me as well, because that was my coping mechanism. Like, oh, look at all the things I've been through, all the bullying, all the social isolation, the fact that teachers had to flipping beg other students to have me join their team in the class. It was so humiliating. Teachers walking me around saying to the students, okay, who wants to join her, or who wants to let her, I'm talking about myself here, join this group. And it was never that I was dumb or bad at the subjects or bad at sports, whatever it may be. For as long as I can remember, it's like a lot of people just never wanted to take a chance on me. They felt threatened by me or whatever. They must have felt like I would outshine them, or perhaps something like that, who knows. And so I was socially excluded majority of my life, and for no particular reason except an energetic mismatch. Like, I was vastly different from most people around me. Like, yeah, I did have a few people who were very good to me, loyal to me, much more aligned with me, which was a very good thing, like, that I highly appreciate. But yeah, it goes to show. So I'm gonna wrap up this reading. What is the final thing that you collective need to know? Okay, so the final takeaway message is, like, I don't know why my voice keeps going out. Like, I know some people say, oh, it's my throat, it's my throat chakra. They don't want me to speak. Okay, no one says, no one says that. So anyway, the world, I got this strong sense, the world wanted to keep you hidden for as long as possible. They wanted you to keep small, to play the role of the outcast, the hermit. And when I say the world, I mean that old man energy that was on the card. Remember the card that said old man? That sort of energy. Like, society wanted to exclude people like us. Okay, this is sounding slightly unhinged, but please hear me out. Like, and it's because of that light in you, in me, in anyone who resonates with this. Like, I feel like majority of the world aren't ready for the light that some of us carry. And I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm the biggest, baddest, most powerful person in the world. Nothing like that. This is not on any ego shit. Like, this is just the facts, like how the cards are coming out, okay? Not everyone is ready to hear the truth. And in fact, people, like, they say, like, the light, oh, it's too much, no, it's burning my eyes, no. okay, I don't know, I feel like I'm in a slightly silly mood, which is alright, just expressing myself. So 6 of Pentacles with 5 of Pentacles, that is legit a limiting belief that some of you may have. So this a limiting belief that the world has made you feel that you have nothing valuable to offer, when in fact you have one of the most valuable things here that only you can find out, only you can open that box. Because there's something valuable within you, within each of us, who is willing to do the inner work and unlock that and share that and contribute to the world, to raise the vibration of the world. Now, that's a job that is only for few of us to, and it's a huge responsibility. Like, everyone envies this light, everyone envies this talent, this quality, this purpose, but no one wants to walk the trauma and the hurt that comes along with it, or no one wants the heavy burden of what that requires. Social exclusion, perhaps bullying, perhaps being surrounded full of people but feeling lonely because you are not aligned with any of them. You are mismatched with them. And no matter what you do, energy never lies. Energy never lies. And that is precisely why you can't change people and you can't change the assumptions they have about you. And trying to do this only puts you in a world of misery and disappointment and hurt. Better yet, you leave them and find your own people to vibe with. And obviously, most importantly, feel very comfortable with yourself here. Have dialogue with yourself, talk to yourself inside your head, reflect on your own thoughts. You do have something valuable to contribute. And it's nothing you have to chase or prove to the world, because lastly, like, I know that a lot of people do fall into this trap of, because of this lack, because of this the way they grew up, now they feel like they have to overcompensate to prove something to the world. You don't have to prove something to the world. You don't have to prove anything to these people. You showing up is enough. You showing up as yourself, sitting here comfortably, facing yourself, being vulnerable and soft with yourself, protecting your own heart is enough. And yeah, this reading, wow, it's gotten unexpectedly much longer than I thought. Like, this is feeling like a pick a card reading, but I feel like this had to be this long to really deliver this message in depth, so that I just wanted people to stop feeling confused, like people like me to stop feeling confused about why they've been treated the way they've been treated. And I'm hoping this message helped you all. And yeah, until next time.